feet 7 inches, number 5, Alex Bell. At the center position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 11, Cherokee Parks. At the shooting guard position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 0, Damian Lillard. At the other guard position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 3, Kyle Baker. At the other forward position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 7, Ersa Ilyasova.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Garnett out there with Cameron Reddish. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Springer in at the 2. And for the Bucks, Damian Lillard out there with Baker. Then there's Bell. Then there's Parks, and it's Ilyasova in at the 4. Hey, Greg, what are you looking for here as they enter their first night of a back-to-back?
We'll see how the coaching staff distributes minutes among the players. You don't want to overuse your guys tonight and leave them sluggish for tomorrow. It's about finding a balance.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Cherokee Parks. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Payne to the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Baker. Payne covering. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there. Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Baker, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the first timeout call of the game for Brooklyn. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Payne gets a wide-open look. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, very unselfish there. In terms of generating offense for himself and others, Lillard has hit the ground running.
Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. Rebounded by Bell.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything.
Oh, my!
Wow! Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Payne. He had 35 points last game out.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way. All right, man. You got this. Oh.
Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Baker's got 8.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Timeout called, the Nets.
To check out the stats for Ilyasova. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Right around 21 points per, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Now here's Garnett. They really needed more from him in that loss to Toronto.
You know, Garnett is a willing passer, especially when one of his guys has a clean look.
And the basket by Parks.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Springer can't get it to go. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Payne. Hasn't made one yet. It's stolen. Here's Baker, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Nets trail by 21. Looking to end the run. Payne can't hit.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Payne. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Lillard from outside, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
And Lillard has unreal range as well as that unlimited confidence in his abilities.
Pass to Springer. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the basket by Parks.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
From deep, Ilyasova. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Knocking down their first 6 shots. What an offensive start for this team.
Banked in off the glass.
Garnett very comfortable close to the basket now. He's efficient as a low block scorer.
Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Fires the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Bucks.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Bell with the block. Launches it. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 24 points.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game. And they just had so few opportunities, and I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I agree. Hard to win games when every offensive possession is one shot, then a jog back the other way to play defense.
Here's Garnett after the basket by Milwaukee. That one falls.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Puts up a deep three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
Payne, it's tipped. Here's Parks, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Parks has gotten all 6 of his shots to drop perfect from the floor. Passes it to Springer. Poked loose. Over in the corner, Reddish. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Look at Payne, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And he's been doing everything you want from that position, getting everyone involved, making sure the defense has to worry about all 5 guys on the court.
And he's been doing it better than any other point guard in the league. That assist total of his makes that perfectly clear. I mean, he's the best distributor in the game right now.
Here's Langford following the 3 by Milwaukee. Johnson outside. They need this. Milwaukee with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
The Nets making a switch here. Neto's checked in.
And the rookie Lillard is a fantastic scorer who also does very well orchestrating the offense.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Baker. Connects from three-point range. Baker's got 33 points.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Mitchell kicks to Neto. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Elbow shot, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Mitchell outside. Here's McAdoo. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Baker with the bucket.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Another steal. For 3. Again, what an avalanche.
Once again, he's reached the 40-point mark as they're
GA, with all these 40-point performances, he's close to matching the mark for third most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we haven't seen this many 40-point games in a long time. He is close to matching his airness, Michael Jordan, who scored 40 points an incredible 37 times back in '87.
Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge.
The previous play is under review.
To definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Cameron Payne comes in for Raul Neto. Took him no time at all on that one. Baker's got 47 points.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And for three, Bell, good on the three-point shot. Bell's got 5 points so far. And so it's Milwaukee with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
They've got Bell, Damian Lillard out there with Baker. Then there's Parks. And it's Ilyasova in at the power forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
And the Nets with possession here. Poked away. Now here's Johnson. Still without a basket. No one near him. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Lillard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
And when you have Lillard stroke, the mid-range is going to be open for you. This rookie can shoot from any distance.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Wasted no time on that one. Parks has got 17.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Bucks.
Baker, and another three for Milwaukee.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now, here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Parks. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, guys. I mean, their turnovers not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end. That's a losing combo.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Defensively, you got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back. I mean, you got to sprint back. You can't jog back.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Oh,
Baker.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
The Nets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Payne with it. Lillard picks him up. Payne passes to Scola. Back to Payne. Mitchell wide open. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Ilyasova, and there the Bucks with another bucket.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
It's blocked. Here's Baker, covered by Mitchell. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 59 points.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Payne finds Mitchell. Back to Payne. On the wing, Mitchell. And again, it's the Nets missing. Mitchell's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. And here's Ilyasova outside, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Well, the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Johnson outside. Johnson draws the double. Lillard with it, now guarded by Payne. Three-pointer, Bell hits the three-point bomb. Bell's got 8.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Free throw line jump shot, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Payne with it. No scoring in this one. It's deflected. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can be that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Milwaukee making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Payne, guarded closely. Pass to Garnett. They need this one, and it's sent back by Allen. Here's Shaq, and Shaq with the slam.
When Shaquille O'Neal gets the position he wants inside, it doesn't matter what the defense does. He's putting it in the basket.
Knocks it loose. Ilyasova passes to Baker.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution.
Oh, great!
Goodness! That was special.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Over to the left wing. Here's Ilyasova, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
And we all know miscues can really be game-changing. Pretty much the most damaging play you can make is giving the ball to the other team without your defense being set.
And Garnett with the slam.
How about that for a flush? Garnett going up with confidence and packing a punch.
Garnett's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Allen, that's good.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now Payne to the left wing, and the wide open shot from Reddish, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the paint, here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And here are the Nets. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ilyasova. And let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. And you look at Lillard, second in the league, having an excellent season. And, of course, Cameron Payne is doing even better. Another guy who can get a lot of points.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Shot clock at 6. And McGee kicks to Reddish. Offline with his 3. And Milwaukee has possession. There's O'Neal with the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Springer, defended by Shaq. And finished off by O'Neal.
A guy as big as O'Neal running the floor like that? Are you kidding me?
Springer the pass to Reddish. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Garnett. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's averaging about 19 points per, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
1:31 left here in the second. 5 on the clock. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Springer, and again, no good by Brooklyn. So it's the Bucks now. Here's Baker, and again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's Mitchell missing.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
The pass to McGee. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch. Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Milwaukee on top, opening up a huge gap. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings. You think about the projected bubble teams, what kind of urgency are they feeling to step it up?
I wouldn't know. I was never on the bubble.
Oh, please, stop it. Your rookie year, you won half the games.
Wasn't my fault. The backcourt wasn't versatile. Kerr and Skiles weren't the same dude.
Oh, my. Now taking a look at that first half of action. It's been tough sledding for the Brooklyn Nets.
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuse.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Hart.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Cameron Reddish is out there with Garnett. Then it's Payne. Then there's McGee. And it's Springer in at the 2 spot.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Here's Payne trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher, and they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
Payne passes to Garnett, and they double up Garnett. And McGee kicks to Payne. Shot clock at 3. And the layup's good off the glass. 8 points for Kevin Garnett.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Here's Payne. No good with the triple.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Pass to McGee. Nets passing it around. Here's Reddish. Misses the 3. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the half. Oh!
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
It's Antetokounmpo to Tacumbo. Here's Waters, and there's the big-time jam as he slams right over Garnett.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Down low, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Baker with the bucket.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And again, it's the Nets missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Utah Jazz. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Boston Celtics.
And they are looking at a ton of road games in the next stretch, but this team shouldn't fear the idea of it. They've been more than capable of getting wins on the road, and I wouldn't expect anything less on this trip.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Good chance here for Payne. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. That one rolling around and rims out.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the basket by Waters.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. And slam dunk by Allen.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Allen's got 6 in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lane. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the block shot total, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Passes to Payne. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Waters misses from close range.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Payne can't hit.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Johnson, he's checked in for Cameron Reddish. And the Bucks with possession here. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Now the NBA is finally testing out in-game penalties for flopping. It's 1 free throw for the opposing team. Now, when you ask people around the league, everybody was ready for this. When the goal is to trick the officials instead of getting the right call, you need to nip that in the bud. Kevin?
Yep, no argument here, DA. Thank you. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Another steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They get a hand on it. Here's Payne. And the Nets miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Pass to Johnson. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. 3-on-3. From past the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Man, just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Running them right out of the gym. The defense looks like they're ready for a break.
And the shot goes in. Garnett's got 10 points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Timeout called, the Bucks. McAdoo is checked in for the Knicks. Davion Mitchell comes in for Cameron Payne. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Garnett's gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Garnett comes over to help. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. Trains it from beyond the arc. Ilyasova's got 26 points.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They double-team Johnson. The pass to Springer. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Kalaitzakis, the pass to Ilyasova. And here's Bell from the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Fontecchio. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them.
Pass to McAdoo. Garnett inside. He's got 10. No good, unable to end this run.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Here's Baker. And again.
90. A legendary performance.
We'll be talking about this one, Greg, for a long, long time. Mitchell passes to Johnson. To the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And they're in the top half of the league in fewest turnovers per game. With a little more focus, I think they can find themselves in the top 10.
It's been a great season for them so far defensively. Like you said, as active as they are, it's very hard to find high percentage looks against them. O'Neal's checked in for the Nets.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Mitchell outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Ball's knocked loose. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. And the Bucks with possession. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Baker. And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
This one for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
The shot, no good. And so it's Milwaukee, able to put on a show for the ages. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Right back after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of the game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Baker!
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Baker, and it's Bell in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Kelly Zykis, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first. Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And here's Payne. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Just not his night offensively. That's part of why they fell behind.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
To stop the run, rebounded by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Passes it to Baker. For the 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Nets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's Payne, off target from outside.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by Milwaukee.
Here's Baker. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Johnson at the elbow. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Kelly Zykis. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Payne. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Springer, and again, no good by Brooklyn. To the right side. Lillard from outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And he's come out of college firing in his first year. Lillard has not backed down.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Springer the pass to McAdoo. Here's Springer from down low. And it's blocked.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
That's tipped. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
What's phenomenal about Lillard, at this stage, he's already one step ahead of the defense.
Pass to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. Trying to get something going. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Knocks down the 3 ball. Baker's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Here's Payne. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lillard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Bell from the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Knocked away and stolen by Lillard. By himself, hammers it home to polish off the break.
Boy, you have to respect the quickness of Lillard now because he's excellent at using his hands to complement those quick feet to come up with steals.
Here's Springer. Now the Bucks moving it up.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Outside Scola. It's tipped and stolen by Ilyasova. Fast break, Milwaukee. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And the Nets miss again.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Boy, there's not much defense available once a steal is made. That's the best time to attack on the break.
And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And there's the pass to Parks. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Brooklyn with the ball. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And the room for growth makes this early production from Lillard even scarier.
And Brooklyn has possession. Here's Payne, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Baker, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Now here's Payne, puts up a deep three. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Lets it go from deep, and got it! Another basket!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. So for the Nets, McGee, he's checked in for McAdoo. Arnett comes in for Luis Scola. And it's Reddish in for Cameron Johnson.
Cameron Reddish.
Here's Baker. Payne covering. Baker with the bucket.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Shot to stop the run. Payne can't hit.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And you know what? Every player wants to have the experience of being in that kind of a zone.
Boy, I tell you, it's a great feeling. I had it once or twice in my career, and let me tell you, he's feeling it right now. Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
.146 left in the fourth quarter. From downtown, the rebound by Baker.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Milwaukee.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And another basket for Milwaukee.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Baker with the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
Garnett with a screen on Ilyasova. Here's Payne. And the Nets miss again. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Damian Lillard. Dame, you guys seem to be in a good groove right now. How do you keep the momentum going?
You take it one game at a time. You got to remember what makes you a successful basketball team, and that's us moving the ball, get up and down, and defend. And we've been able to do that.
It has all come together for you, Dame. Hope it keeps going. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we end with the New Balance Player of the Game.